Welcome to this special broadcast here on Northwest Digital News. We are rocking the docks with Ray Ryder in studio with us tonight.
Howdy.
Thanks for joining us here and talking a little bit about your event over in, or your venue rather, over in Goble. You're just 20 miles away from where we're located right now.
Absolutely. Just on Highway 30 in the big city of Goble, Oregon.
Yes. So for people that might be unfamiliar with where Goble is, you cross the bridge into Rainier and head south on 30, and you'll run through Goble before you get to St. Helens, correct?
Yes. We're right in between milepost 40 and 41 at about milepost 40 and a half, right at the bottom of Nikolai Road where it hits Highway 30, right there. That's Goble.
Okay, so this is actually something that you've been doing for some time. So this is kind of a little dream of yours to have a venue where you can really host all these kinds of things. But you've been involved in sound production and playing music for a good many years. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. I have had a band called No Excuses since 1986. I've had like 6 different versions of it, but I'm the founding member of it. So I have been playing in it forever and ever, and I've been all over the Northwest. So I've been relegated to working my business at Goble Landing now for a number of years, and so I decided instead of going all over the Northwest to play my music, I was going to bring the Northwest to me and have them come to my house and listen to me play music and other people. And the ultimate goal is to bring out bands and of all different varieties and have them play for the community and for the community to have some fun.
So you are, speaking of bringing out bands, you're actively recruiting bands right now for your summer series. And the best places for people that are interested, by the way, in reaching out to Ray Ryder and getting involved in the Rockin' the Docks concerts, you can actually find it on the website, rockinthedocksconcerts.com. And then I have a contact number here. Kyle will put it in the stream, in the comments as well in the stream here, but it's 503-556-6510. Again, 503-556-6510. You can also email to Ray Ryder at opusnet.com. Again, that email, rayryder@opusnet.com. Well, the types of bands that you're looking for, I see the music styles here: rock, country, blues, bluegrass, original, etc., and even some comedians.
Absolutely. We want to have a variety of different things so that we can have the wide variety of the public, because I want to make it an all ages events, you know, so that you can bring your kids down to it, or your grandma too, if she has a set of earmuffs for some of the shows. But I want to do a wide variety of different styles and stuff. Original music is a real plus with me because we don't have to deal with ASCAP or BMI, you know, kind of thing for them to come out and want to break my leg to be able to have somebody, you know, play. But so originality is a real big thing. You know, the more groups that have their own music, that's fantastic. We really want to push that, because there's not always a venue for people with their original music to be able to go out there and play. Of course, we don't mind some of the old favorites and other stuff too, but you know, just originals in all styles would be fantastic.
Your band, No Excuses, you play a variety of types of music. Share with our viewers what that is.
Sure. We play a lot of classic, like #1 top classic songs and stuff throughout the years, from the like late 60s all the way up till now. But we do a lot of our own original music, which covers a wide variety of music, because we don't like to just be pigeonholed to one style. So we can play stuff from mellow bluesy things to hard edge, psychedelic, whatnot, you know, just all different varieties of stuff and everything in between. And that's what we do a lot of, is our own original stuff, but we have a lot of copy music as well too that we play.
You mentioned that you can handle roughly 400 or 500 people in the venue that you have set up there in Goble.
Yeah, just bring a chair. That's all I gotta say. Just bring a chair with you. A folding chair would be great. You know, that would help the situation out, because I don't have 400 or 500 chairs to set out for somebody, you know. So but I have enough room to get in quite a few people in there. Yeah.
I happen to carry a couple chairs, those nice folding chairs with the little cup holders and everything else.
Absolutely, those
carry a
work
couple
really
of those
well.
in my trunk everywhere I go, just for that exact reason. So your first summer event is coming on July 4th.
Yep.
What can people expect to see and hear on July 4th?
Well, they're going to see us. I'm working right now to solidify a couple other bands to play with us. I don't know exactly who that is yet, but we're in the process of talking at this particular point in time. So our ultimate goal is to get the people out there. We want to eventually be able to do a fireworks display. I'm working on that too, to be able, because I have somebody up the hill that says that their family member is a pyrotechnics person that has like a barge, so we can have it out in the river out there, kind of like Rainier does for their Rainier days, only maybe not quite as extravagant as that, because I think they have a little more money to throw around than I do. But you know, if I can get enough people to donate, I'll put on as big a fireworks show as they do.
Well, that's cool. I am not a little backstory. I'm not licensed to do that kind of stuff in this area, but I did pyrotechnics in the military all the time.
Oh, nice.
In fact, back in the Midwest, many of the big shows that were done was actually myself and a number of the guys in my unit. And so, if you need any, I couldn't do the show for you, but if you need any help with setting up like all of the mortars and the sleeves and everything like that, and how to set it all up, I can help you with that.
Oh, very good. Yeah, because all we need to do, and I've already talked with the St. Helens Fire Marshal, is to just get the permit for it. You know, they just need to know what you're going to shoot off and where and when and how and all that stuff. But it is possible to have a fireworks display down there, so we're going to be working towards that.
You just want to make sure it's safe. That's all.
Yeah, we're right there on the river, so we don't have to probably worry about burning anything to the ground or any of that kind of stuff. But we definitely want to be safe. We want it to be enjoyable for everybody that's going to come out and watch it. And I realize, I don't want to be in direct competition with Rainier Days, because usually if you're doing something on the 4th, they do their thing the weekend or so after the 4th.
Right.
So the only one I'd be in competition with would be maybe St. Helens or Longview here. But, I think there's enough people to go around, and especially we're going to have some excellent music, so that would be a good reason to come out to our place and enjoy it.
Over the years that you've played music, I always love to get a little bit of somebody's backstory. So over the years that you've been playing music, are there any particular artists that you have either had a chance to play with or play after or play before that really kind of made an impression on you?
We opened up for Loverboy here in Longview one time. Yeah. Over at the fairgrounds. No Excuses opened up for Loverboy. That was the No Excuses 4. Number 4, because I have like 6 versions of it at this point. We're in number 6 right now. Right. But we opened up for Loverboy, and then we also worked with Blue Oyster Cult when they came to the Monticello Hotel. They came and played here once, and we got rooked into being their roadies to get everything up onto the stage and whatnot, and make their show go here, which was a lot of fun and whatnot. I've worked with a whole lot of other people myself. I've worked with Dick Dale, Maria Moldauer, Linda Hornbuckle, a whole bunch of the Portland blues scene. People, Paul DeLay, and before he passed, both Linda and Paul are both passed away now. That seems to be a whole plague of them going down in that realm. But there's still a whole bunch of great players, and I've done a lot of shows, a lot of summertime concerts and other stuff like that. But my band thing, we've just played all over the Northwest in a bunch of different versions. In our latest version, I have my guitar player back, Daryl Veltkamp. He's playing guitar for me now, but he was my lead guitar player in the second No Excuses, and he moved to Seattle for a number of years, and then my 5th No Excuses band was looking for a second guitar player, and so I put up an ad at Guitar Center in Clackamas, and he happened to cross it and goes, I think I know that guy. And he called me, and then I said, well, Daryl, you're just the person that I was looking for. Yeah. And so it just kind of miraculously just bumped back into each other, and we've been jamming ever since, because he's a great guitar player. So
Have you run into like some real big surprises when it comes to music talent? The reason why I've asked that question, I was traveling a number of years ago through the Dakotas. You know where Williston, the Bakken is, and all the oil fields and stuff are going on there. And somewhere along the line, I must have made a comment about music or recording or media, and somebody says, "Hey, there's a guy you need to meet." And we hop in the car and we drive a little ways north of Williston, and we're kind of out in the sticks in the middle of no place. And they introduced me to this gentleman, and he says, "Hey, he wants to play a few things for you." And he starts playing, and then after a little while, he starts singing. And I'm going, "Man, this guy's pretty dang good, you know?" And well, then this gentleman that I rode up there with says, "Well, hey," he goes and gets another instrument. So I think they both, one ends up playing bass guitar, others playing lead guitar, and then they start singing a duet and stuff together. And I said, "Well, hey, you know, this is pretty worth the trip. I mean, you guys are pretty exceptional." And he says, "Come with me." We walk down to the basement, and he shows me these pictures from about 15 years worth of opening for Willie Nelson traveling around the country. I was just like,
nice.
Yeah, you guys are pretty dang good. You know, so anyways, there was a third member who lived elsewhere in the country at that point, but you ever run into like some big surprises?
Oh, yeah, there's always that situation. Is somebody's hiding their light under a bushel. It's kind of like me living out in Goble. We have bumper stickers that say "Where the heck is?" Well, the H is Goble, Oregon, and those have been floating around on things for years. Mm-hmm. People's bumper stickers. I have a bunch of them on my music equipment and whatnot. And yeah, you never know who you're going to find out, because most of the people wouldn't expect to find the kind of musical situation that I have out in Goble, Oregon, which just seems to be, you know, this small place. If you drive past it, if you blink real fast, you might miss it, kind of thing. But except Goble's more up the hill than it is along the highway, so that's kind of why people just drive by and go, "Wow, I never knew that was there." And
well, just with some of the equipment that you were describing, from what your the setup with the cameras, the setup with your recording equipment, what you're actually using for equipment. Kyle's been sharing a few of the pictures here on our slideshow as well on the background, but it's really clear that you have a good sense of how to put on a good show.
Oh yeah.
And one of your bragging points, even for bands coming in, is that this is a venue that performers can come and play and go, "Wow, I want to go back there again."
Yeah, definitely, because I come at all of my shows from the musician standpoint, being a musician myself, and how I would like it to be for me. My problem is I've never had enough people on the other side to really do what I do for other people. See, so like I'm the other guy, I'm the other piece that I'm missing. I wish I could clone myself. Would be nice, you know, because then I could have me out in the audience, you know, doing the thing. But you know, there are other people out there, but they always want a lot of money, and just like everything.
Very cool. Well, we've been talking about Rockin' the Docks concerts. You can find that online, rockinthedocksconcerts.com, and I'll give that phone number as well. You can inquire if your band's and want to get into the series that's coming up on July 4th. There's still be an opportunity for somebody to do that if they wanted to get on.
The 4th of July, just send me all your information. The kind of information that I would need would be who you are, your name of your band, what how many people you have playing in it, what kind of instruments you play, so that I would be able to get an idea of what your needs were. And then also a stage plot wouldn't hurt as to how you like to be set up on stage, and stuff like that. And then, you know, your contact information, so I could get back to you and be able to go on further from there.
Yeah. Okay, so again, that contact rockinthedocksconcerts.com, or you can also call 503-556-6510. Again, 503-556-6510, or you can email Ray Ryder at opusnet.com. Again, that's Ray Ryder at opusnet.com. Well, thanks for joining us here, Ray, and we're looking forward to making it out and seeing some of these series you got this summer.
Absolutely. It'll be great. It's we're planning on having a lot of fun. So, and
why don't you do this a couple weeks before this July 4th event that you're having? Stop in on a Friday or something like that, and come back and give us an update on who all is joining you for that event as well.
I should know that by then.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for joining us here on this special broadcast on Northwest Digital News. Kyle has included the contact information, the websites, and the links in the broadcast below. I'm Kevin Hunter with Kyle Torgerson. Our special guest has been Ray Ryder with Rockin' the Dogs Concert.